What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we're going to be talking about the stats behind advanced supply drops. So these aren't stats that I've gone in and pulled from some script in the game, or gone all stealth mode and snuck into the Sledgehammer offices and found the secret file or anything like that. This is actually data compiled by Lincolnito from the Din Kirsten forum. So I'll link his forum post down in the description, but basically what he did is he took a sample size of 1,131 advanced supply drops from videos such as mine, Alliés, nade shots, chaos silencers, stuff like that, and kind of compiled it all, found some trends, got some statistics and some percentages and stuff like that, and kind of, gave it to the public. So it's kind of cool. So some basic facts about advanced supply drops before we get started. Everybody already kind of knows this, but I just want to kind of reinstate it. Every advanced supply drop contains 3 items. It's going to have 3 items in it guaranteed every single time. At least one of those items is going to be a weapon, and then at least one of those items is going to be professional or elite rarity. That's a guaranteed. Also, none of those items will be reinforcements or enlisted boots or enlisted gloves. So those are just kind of like the basic ground rules of advanced supply drops. Now, next up, let's talk about the stats that he was able to kind of draw from all this data. So, for items, you have a 65% chance to get gear and a 35% chance to get a weapon. Now, within those, for gear, 47% chance of being enlisted, 35% chance of being professional, and 18% chance of being elite. On the other side of things, for weapons, 44% enlisted, 41% professional, and then 15% elite. Now, something kind of interesting is the chances of you getting an elite weapon are not that much better than a normal supply drop. In fact, the only advantage you have is that you are guaranteed at least one weapon in every supply drop. You don't have that in the normal supply drop. So the actual odds of drawing an elite weapon are about the same, but you do have a slight advantage because you are guaranteed a weapon. So that's kind of interesting there, because I know a lot of people only want to get these things because they want those elite weapons, when it's not that much more of an advantage. Now, there's a 96% chance of getting 2 pieces of gear and then 1 weapon. There's a 4% chance of getting 2 weapons and 1 piece of gear. And then finally, there's a 0.16% chance of getting 3 weapons. In fact, it only happened once to Prestige's Key. So 1 out of 1,131 of those drops had 3 weapons in it, which I thought was kind of crazy. Now, some other interesting facts about specific variants and stuff like that. These following variants were actually never obtained out of all of those openings: the AK-12 RIP, the ASM-1 Strider, the Atlas 45 Huckleberry, the Moz Ignition, the RW1 Typhoon, and the XMG Bacon and Eggs. Now, that's not saying you can't earn those. I'm sure they have been earned, but it's just kind of interesting that those ones actually weren't earned out of all of those, which is pretty crazy. Also, side note, the Steel Bite was only acquired by Optic Midnight, who got 3 of them, which is just absolutely nuts. And the final fact here is that Nadeshot actually had considerably better luck in proportion of weapons and got numerous double weapon openings. So the one thing we can draw from that conclusion is you, Nadeshot.